Hey guys, welcome back to an ASMR Skyrim. This time we're going to be heading up to the nice location that we saw when we took a tour of the colony. Who knows when we get there. I hope you're having a great day, and let's just take in the sights and the sounds of everything going on. Look out at the nice, beautiful night sky. We make our way up to a shrine to Dadrek. You might be like, hey Fuzzy, why are we doing this again? And this quest here, probably one of the most fun quests besides dealing with Yokora, in my opinion. All the other Dadrek quests are just, hack and slash. This one actually had consequences. Quest, you could choose one of two ways, and I think that's why it impacted me so much, because you could choose one of two ways to change them. You could either go with the standard Azura star, or you could go with the black version. I went past it. Supposed to cut back this way. And by choosing which one you choose, it's, depends on which item you get. And I wish there was more things like that in this game. But, there's so many quests in this game. If you go and look for a 100% complete guide to this game, let me tell you, to be able to do everything is like hopping through so many hoops. You have to make sure you do things in proper order. You have to make sure you don't do certain quests before other quests. It makes sense that they didn't have a lot of quests like that, because if they did, you could lock yourself out of so many different quests. Be adding up this here. Hey. We scale or we'll climb this mountain. It's been a while since we've climbed, guys. And let me just tell you, there's just something so relaxing about hopping in this game, hang around, listening to the lights and the sounds, discovering locations that I absolutely love. Don't get me wrong, you can up the hardness of the combat. You have to change things up. But just hacking and slashing things. But at the same time, the master levels, where it's like maximum difficulty, everything is just a giant sponge for attacks. And you have to get really creative with what you do. Look at this guy. Take a look at this. Zoom in here. Oh my word. Like, this is a shrine to behold right here, guys. This is a shrine to behold. That wonderful background of the skybox with the nice lights in the sky. It's the sun and the moon in her hand. And I do know Dadrek can be male or female. As of right now, that's depicting her as a female, which is why I said she. Because they have been known to switch. They have been known to switch between male and female. Shrine of Azura discovered. person here. Learn a little more about this.
Azura has seen your coming, traveler. It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you here.
Seen my coming? What do you mean?
Azura has given me the gift of foresight. I had a vision of you walking up the steps to this altar, long before you were born. You have been chosen to be her champion. I know it is unexpected, but do not worry. It will all unfold as she has predicted.
Very well. What does Azura need?
You must go to a fortress, endangered by water, yet untouched by it. Inside, you will find an elven mage who can turn the brightest star as black as night. It is cryptic, I know, but Azura's signs are never wrong. I believe the fortress may refer to Winterhold. Ask if they know this elven enchanter.
That's something I find so curious about Skyrim, is that, you know, if this was Morrowind, you wouldn't have had that last line there. You would have had to figure out exactly what they meant by that. But at the same time, I can see with the direction they're going with this game, why they did that. Let's find out a little more lore. I'd like to know more about Azura.
She is the goddess of dawn and dusk. Azura sees into the twilight of the future and guides her followers through it.
Are you all alone here?
Yes, there were others at first, but Azura's visions tested everyone's faith. One by one, they left, afraid to know their own future. But I refuse to abandon the shrine. The visions are a gift. Azura warns me of tragedy, war, death, before it happens. I won't leave her guidance.
Where did this shrine come from?
My people, the Dunmer, built it. We fled from Morrowind after Vardenfell erupted, almost 200 years ago. Those of us who were faithful to Azura were given a vision that led us away from the island before the worst came. This shrine is our thanks to her, that none will forget that she watches over us all.
Thank you very much.
Twilight, guide your path.
As to you. Alright. What do you say we go find this person? Or if we can see the college off in the distance here. You able to see Azura? The college? Will the college be visible? Azura? If you look right over there, let's get a little closer look. Hop down. Right there it is. Yep. There's the college. Right there. Right up top. Right there's where we saw this. This is a huge statue. Probably took years to carve this out of the mountain. And I don't know if you've ever been in high elevation before. But typically it's like this. Very cool. I'm wondering how many thousands of people sacrificed themselves in order to make this. Let's go travel to Winterhold. And talk to this supposed elf who can change this star. I find it very, very interesting, the Daedra in these games and how they've influenced the culture. Right here, like she said, the frozen heart. What awaits us in here? Adventure in here.
I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
Like some horrible monster was turned inside out and then exploded. What did you do?
It was a minor miscalculation. I've already corrected it for future experiments.
This.
Just say the word if you need a
This is
drink or
why
something to
people
eat.
have a problem with your college, Nelligar.
She looks like she's done
Come
for
on
the
in.
day.
We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
I'm sure you do.
My Dagor and I have an understanding. He gives me privacy, and I make sure my experiments don't blow up his inn.
I'm looking for an elven mage who studies stars.
Who sent you? Was it the college? The Jarl? We agreed there would be no more questions.
A priestess of Azura? We can do that with Really? A priestess of Azura sent me.
You're working with the Daedra? Right. Now tell me the one about the Argonian maid and the lusty baron.
Well, it doesn't look like our speech is up high enough to be able to do that. Let's just give him some gold.
A few coins for my soul. If only you understood the irony. What do you know about soul gems?
They're for enchanting, correct?
They are, except the gem is always consumed. They're frail, except for one. Azura's star, a Dadrek artifact that allows any number of souls to pass through it. Some of us wanted to find out how. I was working under Malin Varen then. If only we knew what he was really planning.
What did Malloran do?
Malin wanted to alter the star. He was dying, disease. He thought he could store his own soul inside, become immortal. It drove him mad. Students started dying. Eventually, the college exiled him. He took a few loyal disciples to Illinalta's Deep and vanished. Look, I don't care who asked you to find the star, but don't take it back to Azura. The Daedra are evil. They're the reason Malin went insane.
Get some more lore about this star. So, can you tell me how Azura's stars work?
I mentioned how the star is a soul gem, only it never gets depleted. There's another rule the artifact follows. You can only store white souls in the star belonging to the lesser creatures. Azura's magic won't allow black souls to enter it. As a mortal, Malin's soul was black, so part of his work was breaking past Azura's rules. He was close before. Well, I already told you.
Oh, how did the Daedra drive Malin insane?
Azura is no ordinary Daedra. She commands an entire realm inside of Oblivion. The more Malin worked on the star, the more she was able to damn him. It started slowly at first. Malin would see things that weren't there. Then he would yell at students over words they hadn't said. Then one day I walked in and Malin had killed a student, and in a horrific moment of inspiration, he started using her soul for his work.
Sounds like Malin got what was coming to him.
The college would agree with you. But do you have any idea how many innocent lives were cut short just so Azura could have revenge? We're nothing to the Daedra. Pawns to move around, praise and punish as they see fit.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now with that complete, we go find the star, guys. Interesting quest and location. Like I said, this is one of my favorites. And if you didn't do this quest, and you missed out on it, you totally should. Now, last time I did this, I did the Black Star. Where are we going here? All the way over here. We have not found it yet. But we're gonna get the closest place to it. We're gonna make a hop, skip, and a jump right over to it and enjoy the scenery as we head over. One thing I find so fascinating about these games is the level of innate crafting that they put into each and everything, and how awesome it is in an open world game like this. Now granted, you can't climb every single thing.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthor. Mages in a burial crypt? No good can come of that.
Now, I don't know if you've noticed this, but the cards lines change with the quests you do. Something I didn't really notice in my first playthrough because, it's your first playthrough. You're trying to get to the missions and complete stories. But the more missions you do, their lines change depending on what your previous quest was. Well, if I hadn't started college there and did that quest, he wouldn't have said that at all. But because I did, he said that. And you might be thinking to yourself, this place looks familiar. Yes, we came up here in, I believe, first or second episode of the series here. Just to check it out, 'cause this is a cool little mountain. But I didn't discover the location, because we went over to that mountain there instead of this one. I wanted to save this one for here, because I think it's fantastic. Now, with games like Breath of the Wild, you can literally climb anywhere you want. This game's a little different, though, because not everything's climbable. But with enough ingenuity, you can get around those things. Just like this right here. I think I'm not quite there. I'm going to Bleak's Falls Barrow. Well, my bad. Best laid intentions sometimes. Now, do we want to go around the backside of this? That's the long way around. Let's head over this and go to the other side. We just kept going down river, like my brain told me to. Sometimes our brains can be so deceiving. Okay, that freaks me out. That's even happened in just the standard vanilla game. A bird will fly over, and you'll look up and you won't see anything. I wonder if they added little things like that just to keep the immersion up, make it seem more like you're in an actual environment instead of, a game. It's little touches like that. My first couple playthroughs I didn't notice as, is he trying to finish things? Stuff like that, so you just keep on pushing. You don't stop literally to smell the flowers and look at the details. Which is sort of why I'm doing this series, because right along with you guys, I'm getting to enjoy new looks and aspects of things. And enjoy new things that this game has to offer. And I think that's great. That's fantastic. I also do want to check out some story mods and we can get some more stories for certain things. I think that's a great idea. If you would like to check out some story mods in an ASMR style, make sure you leave a comment down below, because it's much appreciated. Any type of interactions with the videos tells YouTube that you like the content here, and that more will be delivered to people. Alright, so we have a cave here. I don't think this cave is required. Just gotta keep on keeping on here, guys. Almost there. I believe it's up there. We can get it. No. I'm right this way. This cave here. I will say this place here, I'm thinking of the right thing, was something that you go into multiple times. Yes, it is. This particular thing here has a couple quests tied to it. And I think it's fantastic that this used to be an actual castle here. We also got a standing stone over there as well. We'll check that out in a minute. In the town right there. So first, before we do that, let's check underwater here. You guys can see how huge this structure is that we're going to be going into. It's ginormous. We'll just get this waypoint for the standing stone, and then we'll check out the town afterwards as well. Summer fastly, oh, this is the Lady Stone. Summer fastly approaching. Let me just say that it makes me very happy to have a place like this I can come to, because I don't have anything like that around me. It's pretty much all fields days where I live. Oh, and I'm actually deathly afraid of water. So, honestly, if the lake was clear like this, I wouldn't mind it because I could see where my feet are. But there's no way I'm swimming around in it. So let's go in and check, take a deeper dive into Enelada's deep. Take a look around here and see what the heck's going on in this place and why it's so bleak and dark. My first playthrough of this, I got so lost in this place. It is a huge labyrinth if I'm remembering right. And just as a warning, there's literally somebody hanging. Who literally died here. Who has Dance and Fire version 4. Fisherman's Journal. Let's check this out. With history. A recent catch of fish is getting harder to come by. Without a good spot soon, I don't think we'll survive the next winter. I'm traveling further south towards Lake Imatala. Folks say it's cursed. While the whole Imperial Fort just sank into the water one day. They say that the ruins have been haunted since. When I asked, I got ghost stories, tales of people who went out near the lake and never came back. They say spirits haunt the hallways of the forsaken fort, steal little children from their mother's cribs. No amount of coin can convince any nearby villagers to guide me there. I'm following White River. Divines protect me. I hope the stories aren't true. That is it. It is literally all of his journal. I guess he made it here. And he died. Let's check out this one as well. Dance and Fire, Chapter 4, by Walren Yolrith. 18 Basri and the Surgic Form Senior, the clerk at the Imperial Building Commission, marched through the jungle westward from the Zalo River, the ancient village of Badasi. Demiskati, the jungle was hostile, unfamiliar ground with enormous vindicated trees filled with bright morning darkness and resembled nothing so much as grasping claws bent to impede their progress. Even fawns of the low plants quivered with malevolent energy. What was worse, he was not alone in his anxiety. His fellow travelers, the natives who survived the Gajit attacks of the village, Genos and Athe, wore faces of undisguised fear. I believe I know what location it is. That is very true. A very scary place, let me tell you. Push Sean in here. See the beautiful wonders of this cave. The more torturing here. There is some people here, because that's some fresh wood. Some fresh wood. Well, we gotta make it all the way through here. Now, I do have the combat currently turned off, so we can just wander through this. Take a closer look at this place. This is set up a lot like a fort. You're gonna run, but you're not gonna hit anybody, because you don't know what to do. I have a conjurer here, and as suspected, there are some people here. Look at those eyes. Like he's literally, his eyes. Like, oh my gosh, he looks like He looks like an elven version of Samuel L. Jackson from Pulp Fiction. I don't know why, but that's totally what I'm seeing, and I find that absolutely hilarious. Let's press on forward here. We have to battle through these guys and all these conjurers. Oh, they're beautiful. Who are you? Oh man, you got blood all over your body. Yes, you do. And some more skellies as well. In this room. Yes. I find it hilarious when you turn off the combating. How some things are. But we're just taking a closer look here. And if you guys want me to complete this quest, I will. Like, I will complete this. Like this one here. Oh my gosh. If you pay attention closely, if you notice where the water's coming in and some of the elements, this is some of the stuff you can see outside. Hello, guys. When we went underwater and I showed you where you could see light, it's literally right there. Hello, Kansa. Just walk right past you. I guess these people are just, doing nefarious things here underground. And that gentleman's journal we found at the beginning here just happened to stumble upon these people and made a very terrible fate, huh? He did. And because of that terrible fate, he got tortured. Alright, mister. Nothing of importance in there. But, like I said, this place is a huge labyrinth. It's very easy to get lost. Need to get through this door here. Let's pick a lock. I still haven't quite got this down. Because I used to exclusively play this on controller. But I think I'm getting the lockpick sounds down better. And that's good because that means because I'm doing this ASMR playthrough that I'm starting to get things a little better. And as we come into this next room, I noticed a few things.
More souls are needed for the star. The last one died before he could be harvested.
Alright, so which one of you has the star? Let's check our local map here. It looks like it's further in the labyrinth. Okay. Let's dive deeper into this place. Some of the lighting in this makes a little sense, and there's lighting fixes that you can apply to make it so that it's more realistic lighting. But this is the advanced lighting that they had built into the game, and with the mod you can enable it, and I can see why a lot of people tend to go with the further lighting. It's like he's continuing to sacrifice people to try to get them in the star. Is this where we need to be? Not quite. Go in that direction. We're almost there, guys. Looks like they're using this room as some type of ritual room. Their nefarious experiments. And this guy looks like he has no issue with it at all. But if you look at his eyes, they're kind of off. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Notice that with most of the characters in this game. Yes, some of the baddies in this game, their faces are just, you know, rather weird in any regard. But, you know, here we are, the latest guy. Sorry. She has it right here. It's broken. We're gonna take that. We're gonna check what's in the quest image. Let's put this on. Why not? Don't carry too much to be able to run. Let's put some stuff in here. Oh, wait. Let's check out and see how we look. This wonderful armor. I like it. I used a version of this armor in my first playthrough with my battle mage, pretty much the whole playthrough. I'm just gonna hop out here and see where we pop up and how far away we are from our original destination. Like I said, this place is huge. The whole labyrinth we just went through, entered over there, it's mainly underwater. Like I showed you at the beginning of the episode, it's ginormous. But we're gonna come over here and see what town's close by. That dude's tail's talking about. I guess we're gonna get hurt a little bit, but you know, we have health regen armor. It'll regen our health as we come over. That's perfectly fine by me. And I don't remember what town this is, but I'm enjoying that nice little swim. We'll take a look around this town, and I'll talk about it a little bit. Come on, buddy. There we go. There we go. That's like it. Looks like they have a mill here. Oh, I know what this place is. This place is tied to the west. Half Moon Mill. That's right. Hey, Hurt, how's it going? This is a quest that I had such an issue being able to do. First playthrough, and it was so fantastic. A nice slaughterhouse back here for their meats. Being bled. Random fact. The red stuff that comes out of meat is not blood. Well, technically it is a form of blood, but it's a protein called myoglobin. Myoglobin is protein that muscles bleed. And I say bleed very subjectively because, like I said, it's not blood. That's what that red stuff is with the meat here. Called myoglobin for a reason. Now, can we grind our sword anymore? We can. Let's grab it. Yes. Got a big button. We now have a fine iron sword, which does 11 damage. Alright. Thanks all for hanging out here today. Don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget I stream over on Twitch as well. We do lots of random content. And thank you to the patrons at the end of this video. And I do hope you have a great rest of your day. Don't forget, take time to relax. Enjoy things. Look around. Observe. Don't forget to stay awesome. See you guys next time. Bye.